Welcome to FrightFest TV. My name's Stuart, Wright. Do you want to tell us your names and the characters you play in Freeze?
So my name is Jake, and I play Charles Redgrove in Freeze.
I'm Ricardo Freitas. I play Marlowe Spriggs.
Now, between the pair of you are kind of the artist who's got a stowaway on the ship.
Yeah,
You are a nasty piece of work.
Billy.
Just a little bit. He's a good guy. He's had a bad run.
So tell us about Marlowe.
So Marlowe is someone who's kind of he's just accepted the fact that his life is at sea, and he's gonna own that as much as possible. So that is his domain, and he's gonna kind of take advantage of anyone on that ship. Without giving away spoilers, that's him in a nutshell.
So tell us about Charles and who he is.
So Charles is kind of like a sensitive soul. Like he's like the kind one, the one that wants to do the right thing. He doesn't have like the best ride in the film. He kind of has a bit of a rough time.
Yeah.
For him, like the reason like he's on the ship is he doesn't have like that he's lost his family basically, which is why he's gone on the ship. So I feel like he doesn't really like fit in. But he always wants to do the right thing, but that ends up kind of not working for him, getting him in a lot of trouble, and he gets bullied a lot by this man.
Never.
Now I know that the part of the production was you're having to walk from your digs up to a ski resort to go up a mountain in deep snow.
Oh, Christ.
And about halfway through, I think you began using a snowmobile taxi, was it, to get you to?
did, yeah.
Do you want to talk about that? It was
Yeah. So the first time we were going up to location, we thought it'd be adventurous to like take a nice walk up. Then you quickly realise that as much as snow looks flat, very quickly you go from flat to up to your hip in the
Literally
snow,
just drop.
and you're like, oh, this is just snow on top of trees. Oh dear. So we decided to take the snowmobiles up every day after that. But on the first day, this one, he hasn't really experienced that type of cold. So walking down that mountain, he literally thought he was losing his
I
toes.
cried.
Yeah.
I thought I had frostbite. I've never experienced such pain in my toe. I genuinely thought that I was going to lose it. I just like accepted that was it.
I was trying to reassure him that the fact that he could feel them was a good thing. That was like the life coming back into them because they'd been freezing. But he was like, no, they're going.
I mean, without Ricardo, I actually think I would have just dropped to the floor and passed away. Genuinely, I'm so dramatic. I was in so much pain.
In all fairness, how many times we got to about 4 p.m. when it got really cold up in that mountain, and there were times where like I'm just gonna lay down and let it happen.
The wind would just like pick up and you
Couldn't think.
and then you just drop. You know, it's
Literally couldn't think anymore at that point.
Now it's obviously it's a creature feature, please.
Yeah.
So who wants to tell me about who the fishy creatures are that have come to take you?
You go, buddy. You
Well,
go.
they're these ugly fellas, or females, I don't know. They're like a hybrid of like fish and a human, so they can walk, but they look like a fish. Like their face is just but ugly, like big teeth, like big eyes, and they just have
live in the shadows.
they live in these caves. They just have like a thirst for flesh. Yeah.
And how is it acting opposite someone who's wearing sort of they're invisible behind their outfits, aren't they, as it were?
Yeah, pretty much. And like, it's kind of odd. Like it does, especially working in those caves, like it being that dark. It wasn't that hard to kind of like be creeped out.
And get into it because obviously like none of it was green screen. Everything was literally location. So in like those caves, like, we were actually in a cave like rocks like, falling from the ceiling. So
Your disclaimers were signed.
yeah. So like to get into that, like it didn't take a lot. And like when it's like really dimly lit and you've got this thing like swinging at you.
And also those guys, their body work and movement was so on point that it really made it easy to just be like, yeah, I'm genuinely going to try and get away. Don't want this touching me.
Made our job easier in a way.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
look, thank you very much for joining us on FrightFest TV.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.